Hi everyone, it's Kai with SeriousWatches, and today we're going to be introducing a new segment that we're going to be doing, the Watch of the Month. Now we do get a lot of new watches each month and even new brands, and sometimes there are some models that are released that don't get all the attention that we feel they deserve. So we want to use this segment not necessarily to really pick the best watch, because that inevitably will most likely be one of the more expensive ones, but a watch that we feel deserves a bit more attention and that just may be fun or interesting in some way. Now, to start off, I want to do a quick wrist check. And today I'm wearing my 38mm Boulder Venture. I did put it on a custom strap, but I think it looks really nice. Even though it's a smaller size, my wrist is about 18.5 centimeters, but it's extremely comfortable. Okay, now for this month, for February, we've picked 3. So while we have a top pick, we also have 2 runner-ups that, it was just so hard to pick one watch that we felt like this is truly the most underrated watch. We had a couple more that we did want to share with you. So let's start. On 3rd place, we have a watch that is rather similar to mine, actually. So let me show you. It is a limited edition Boulder Venture model, and this one is a special collaboration with an artist called Kenji Chai. And it's not just the watch, because the watch in itself is very cool with the print on the dial, the different types of lume. It comes on a titanium bracelet, but it's just a very cool package as well, because it comes with an extra NATO strap, which has also been designed by the artist, and alongside it comes with this very cool painted dog. So if you're in the market for a watch that comes with a painted dog, this is probably the only watch I can imagine that you need to buy. So the watch, it is limited to 160 pieces. They have been selling quite well, actually, and the watch is great, but you also buy it to treat yourself, because the package, it comes in a very cool box. It comes with all these accessories. It goes beyond just the watch. It's just a very pleasant, fun experience. So that is why the watch is great, but the package is also very cool. It's a very unusual way of doing a limited edition with all these accessories. So I truly really like that watch. And again, I'm wearing that model right now. It does go well on larger wrists, and it's comfortable. For number 2, is again something unusual. I think that's a bit of a recurring theme in this video, that I did pick some watches that were a bit more unusual. And this watch even got to the point where one of the distributors from one of the bigger Swiss brands actually called me up and he said, "What is that thing on your website?" He was just baffled by it. And I can imagine why, but let me show you. It is the Nathans with a skull on it. It has a fixed bezel. So technically it's a diving watch, but because it has a fixed bezel, not the most practical in the world. Actually, let me start it. So it has a fixed bezel. It is a bit chunky, but again, the dial, it has a bronze dial with a skull on it with stars. The second hand is a trident, which is a reference to their brand name, obviously. So this watch is actually, this is not for everyone. Don't wear this if you're an undertaker, but if you're the right sort of person, this watch is going to look phenomenal. Even if you're in a dandy way, it can look really cool. But it's unusual, but it's still a good mechanical watch. It's solidly built. It is 500 meters water resistant. It has sapphire glass, so it's not a gimmick watch. It is a good watch, albeit a very unusual one. So this is one watch that hasn't really gotten the exposure I feel it deserved, because it's so unusual, but it's very cool. So if you're the right kind of person, do check it out. And the winner of the most interesting, perhaps best watch of February 2021 for us is the Undone Arabian Nights. This watch is actually one that is phenomenally beautiful because it has a genuine semi-precious lapis lazuli dial. So each dial is different, and it just looks phenomenal. Now the watch it is not perfect. You know, it doesn't have sapphire glass. Not everyone likes the bi-directional bezel that it has, so it rotates both ways. Not everyone likes that. I mean, technically it's a diving style watch, but it comes with 2 leather straps, so that it's not perfect, but it is very beautiful. I mean, I hope the camera captures that dial. It's just phenomenal, and each one is different, but each one that I've seen have been very, very pretty. It is also relatively affordable, so it's not a super expensive watch, and that's the fun thing about Undone. They offer a whole lot of value for money, interesting designs. All of the watches tend to be rather unique. They don't fall in the typical styling of other brands. They do their own thing, and they do it very well. And the finishing level is also very nice on it. So that is why we really felt this watch, because it's unique. Each watch is unique. Stone dials aren't that common. A lot of more affordable brands have tried stone dials, but they had to write off a couple because of the production process. Some would not make it to the final quality control. So we don't see them very often. I mean, mother of pearl you see all the time, but this sort of dial you don't see very often, and it is very, very beautiful, and it's nice to have something truly unique on your wrist. And in that regard, it's just very pretty as well. That is our unofficial, official watch of the month, February 2021. We'll be doing this every month, where we briefly discuss any interesting models that have not been highlighted in other videos. It will surprise you a little bit because the watch flew under the radar, or you just missed it. Do you agree with our choice, or do you think there's another watch that should have gotten a shout out? Just leave a comment below, and we read and respond to each and every one of them. So we'd love to hear what you think. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next month. Take care.